Hello folks, this is your Grammar Granny and I am planning to tell you all about my book titled Easy English Grammar in this video. You see, this is the cover page and this is the thickness of the book and this is the back side of the book having many testimonials about the book. Now, shall we go into the details of the book? Are you ready? Then give a patient listening till I finish. Okay? You see, there are 18 chapters in this book. That means each topic is dealt as a separate chapter. And there is one more chapter, that is the 19th chapter, about which I will tell you a bit later. Okay, so this is the Easy English Grammar book. And let me give you very briefly about the contents of each chapter, because I want you to get convinced and I want you to know what is inside the book before you purchase the book. Okay, now you see the first chapter, it's on English alphabet, and this chapter gives you the difference between alphabets and letters. You know, English language has got 26 letters. So all the descriptions are given here, and see, at the end of every chapter I have given some exercises. Okay, I will tell you in detail about that. So this first chapter is having 5 exercises, right? Then the second chapter is on words. You know, using these 26 letters, thousands and thousands of words have been created, isn't it? The letters make the words, and this is the lengthiest chapter in the book, running to nearly 80 pages. And don't get tensed, you don't have to learn anything by heart from this book. For that matter, the whole book is for you to read again and again and to understand the concepts. As I said earlier in my previous video, English language is having a very strong grammar background, and the grammar is full of rules and exceptions. And in this book, I have tried my level best to make the concepts very, very simple. You see, the language used throughout the book is very simple. So anybody who has completed, say, up to 10th standard will be able to build up better knowledge in grammar just by self-study of the whole book. You understand? I was very particular to use simple language. Not only that, you know, the grammar rules are explained. The concepts may be difficult, but I have made the rules very, very simple, and added to that I have given only examples based on day-to-day life, so that you can easily visualize and understand. Okay, that is what matters finally. So here in this chapter on words, let me give you a detailed account of this chapter. As I said, you don't have to learn any rule by heart. You don't have to learn any exception by heart. Okay, you understand. That is more than enough. Okay, and this chapter on words, it is an amalgamation of different kinds of words. In the sense, there are different types. There are nearly more than 30 different side headings, and these side headings are not at all related. I will tell you, then you will understand. See, this has acronyms, then anagrams. So I have explained here what are acronyms, and I have given 15 examples for that. Then anagrams, what are anagrams? Then I have given plenty of examples for that. Then antonyms and synonyms. Maybe all of you are familiar with antonyms and synonyms, because right from class 1 it is taught in the schools. Antonyms and synonyms. Antonyms are opposites and synonyms are similar words. That is, words having the similar meaning. And you know, I have given plenty of examples in the form of tabular column. So this is more than enough for a normal usage. You understand? So antonyms, synonyms, and then you have the contracted words. You see how you contract the words and write it in short forms. Normally we say it as short forms. See, will not. Will not is said as won't. That is the short form. That is the contracted word, isn't it? So I have given a list of that, and then a very detailed account of homophones, homographs and homonyms. All the people usually get confused between among the three words. What are homophones, what are homographs, and what are homonyms? I have explained very clearly all the three. Okay, and see, apart from giving plenty of examples for homophones, you see, I have given nearly how many? Say, I have given the meaning and I have tried to make sentences with this, because you know, simply by giving the meaning, some may not understand. And my ultimate aim is to teach English grammar in the simplest way possible, in the easiest way possible, so that every one of you understand everything clearly. Okay, so you see, I have given 75 examples of homophones. 75 examples in the sense, already I have given some examples in the form of a table. Apart from that, I have tried to make sentences, 75 into 2. So 150 sentences I have made for homophones alone. Okay, are we going to use more than this? No, not necessary. Okay, then homographs. How many examples? Nearly 20 examples. Then homonyms, 10 examples with sentences. Not simply giving 2 words. These are all homonyms. No, I have tried my level best to make it as explainable as possible, as easy as possible to understand, to comprehend, to think in your mind, to help you to visualize. Okay, then you have prefixes, suffixes, then idioms and phrases. See, idioms and phrases are very important to understand the language as such, because people who are good in idioms and phrases, they tend to use a lot of that in their common sentences, in their common usage itself they use. And if we do not understand this, we will not understand the context at all. What the other person is trying to explain, we will never understand. You follow? So this is a must. This is a need of the hour. So I have given a lot of examples, and I have given again sentences. You see, the main purpose of giving sentences is to give you clarity. So I have given 50 examples. So 50 examples with 50 sentences. Okay, then I have included similes and metaphors, then palindromes, onomatopoeia, then alliteration, root words, play with words. Play with words means, for example, award and reward, answer and reply. In some places you use the word answer. In some contexts you use the word reply. Though both mean similar, somewhat similar, but both are not the same. So when to use answer, when to use reply. Like this, I have given so many examples, 40 examples. 40 examples means 40 sentences. Then words often confused. Many people have this problem. You see, advice and advice. ADVICE and ADVISE. What's the difference? Practice. CE and SE. Okay, complementary, complementary. Like that, lots of words which are confusing. Then words often misspelt. The spelling, you know, as you are writing, you get a doubt whether it is double L or single L. All of us get the doubt. So this book can be used as a ready reckoner. When you get a doubt, instead of carrying a big dictionary and searching for the words, you can first you search in this. If you get it, you will get it. If you get it, happy, isn't it? So words often misspelled. Then one word formation, that is for a long phrase. The phrase can be replaced by just one word. So one word formation. Words having spelling confusions. spelling with IE, EI, you see, double letters, words with silent letters. So during pronunciation, how do you pronounce these words? That is, some words are silent. So how do you do that? Then words related to ages and stages in humans. Words related to food and eating timings. Then some words which are used in cooking. You know, some smash and mash. They will say smash the potato, which is wrong. So I have brought out all those things. Okay, then animals and their homes, animals and their sounds, animals and their young ones. No, see, this is catering to primary children. You know, in class 2 or 3, they get all these things. Okay, so I have given the commonly used words which are enough for the small children. And if you want more than this, if you want a list of 100 animals and their young ones, then you can always go for a search engine like Google and you get it. Okay, it is beyond anyone's comprehension to give everything in the internet in the form of a book. This book itself is so bulky. But as I said, this caters to the needs of small children, that is primary children, intermediate level, that is middle class, +1, +2, and college students, and even beyond that. You understand? So that's why I said it is one-time purchase and lifelong usage. So if you buy a book, throughout the life you can have it as a ready reckoner. Okay, then what are WH words? Then words equivalent in British English and American English. Some examples I have given, 30 examples I have given, which are commonly used. Okay, then NIM words, some more. Personification, word ladder game, then oxymorons, then word forms, loan words. You know, all of us are familiar with house loan and car loan. Whereas here you have word loan also. What does it mean? From other languages we borrow some words. We borrow words, we use words in our mother tongue from other languages like Malayalam, Tamil, Sanskrit, Hindi, like that. Then, see, one more important highlight of my book is I have given plenty of exercises. There is no point in just writing pages and pages about a particular thing. You know, now itself you might have understood that there are some 38 types of words described here, and they are all not related to each other. They are all different types, and no one needs to learn anything by heart. You read it to understand. That's all. Okay, and learning like this endlessly, it doesn't make any sense until you test yourself, isn't it? You need a check. You need to know how far you have understood. So that is why I am keen on including these exercises also. See, as a teacher, basically, you know, when we teach something, we ask questions in the class. Then after teaching a complete chapter, we give a small test. This is why? To understand, it is for the teacher to understand how much the students have understood. Got the point? Like that, I am keen on testing the children at different intervals. So at the end of every chapter, I have added a lot of exercises. You see, there are, for the second chapter, there are 10 exercises. So you read all these things and then you do these exercises. It is more than enough. Then coming to the third chapter, it is on sentences. You know, first is letters, second chapter is on words, and third chapter is on sentences, because using the words we make sentences. So here also, what is the definition of a sentence? Subject, predicate, object. This is one gray area for everyone. What is a subject? What is a predicate? What is an object? Many people get confused. So clarity is given in my explanation in the book. You understand? What is what? This is this. This is this. like that. Then phrases and clauses. What is a phrase? What is a clause? See, for lower classes, the definition alone is enough. Whereas when you come to middle school and high school, you need to know different types of phrases and clauses. So I have included that also. Okay, I have written the book at the advanced level so that the primary children can use, middle school children can use, higher standard children also can use. Okay, so different types. Then phrasal verbs, a very, very interesting point in English. That is, you learned about phrases and clauses, then immediately it is followed by phrasal verbs. So it is a combination of a verb and an adverb or a preposition. See, we simply say, I'll give you an example. Robert, please turn off the TV. We always say switch off the TV. There is I don't say it is wrong, but the correct usage is turn off the TV. Then turn is a verb and off is a preposition. So this is a phrasal verb. Okay, like this I have given plenty of examples for phrasal verbs to the tune of, I'll tell you how much. Phrasal verbs, not only the words, meaning as well as the examples. Okay, I think I have given 120, 120 examples of phrasal verbs. Do you think you need more than this? Not for common usage, not for the school level, not for the college level. Unless a person wants to do some research in grammar, this book will be more than enough. Are you getting the point? Okay. Then in the sentence itself, you have positive and negative sentences, then types of sentences, then transformation of sentences, then the 3 types of sentences based on the complexity, like simple sentence, compound sentence and complex sentences, then synthesis of sentences. Suppose I give you 2 simple sentences, how can you make it into a compound sentence? How can you make it into a complex sentence? Then conditional sentences, all described in simple languages but very, very clear. Okay, then this 3rd chapter is having 15 exercises. So after learning this much, when you work out these 15 exercises on your own, you have mastered everything as far as the sentences is concerned. Okay, I am not saying you have mastered everything under the sun. You have learnt enough for your usage as far as sentences is concerned. Got it? Then look at the 4th chapter, it's on nouns. So you have the letters, then you have the words, then you have the sentences, and then you really go into the depth of grammar where you talk about nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, like that. Okay, so the book is written, it is designed from scratch, from square one. Okay, then what is the definition? Then different types of nouns. All types of nouns are explained here. As far as nouns are concerned, you don't have to go anywhere else in search of more information. This is more than enough. Okay, you have common nouns, you have proper nouns, then you have compound nouns, then collective nouns, then singular and plural, that is numbers in nouns. How to convert a singular noun into a plural? You see, there are 16 rules. It is not that boy, boys, girl, girls. You simply add yes. No, that is one rule. Like that, I have explained 16 rules in this. Okay, and then countable nouns, uncountable nouns, abstract nouns, concrete nouns, material nouns, then genders in nouns, that is the masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender, and then neuter gender. And I have given lot of examples, plenty of examples for all the 4. Okay, like this. Then what else is irregular nouns? Irregular nouns. You know, many people, even educated people, make the mistake. They think children is singular and so they say children's. People think that if you add yes, automatically the singular will become plural. It's not so. Child is singular and children is plural. So the usage of children's is Absolutely wrong as far as English is concerned, isn't it? Then possessive nouns. For possessive nouns also, see, there are 6 rules. No, 7 rules. You see, possessive noun means it is not simply putting apostrophe s. Where to use apostrophe s, how to use it, lot of rules are there, but everything is simple. I am not explaining all these things to threaten you. I am making your job easier. That means you don't have to buy so many grammar books. Okay, this is all in one. Okay, and then this is followed by exercises. There are 16 exercises under nouns. Okay, so you learn the whole chapter and then you try to work out exercise by exercise. Okay, so that is how it is. The book is designed. Then 5th is pronouns. So noun is followed by pronoun. So what are pronouns? Okay, I have given detailed account of all the 7 pronouns, and then personal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, reflexive pronouns, then emphatic pronouns, relative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, interrogative pronouns, distributive pronouns, possessive pronouns. See, and difference between possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives, because both look alike at times. So clarity is given here. Okay, in the form of a table I have added everything. Then exercises. How many exercises you know? 20 exercises. And see, again, you don't have to learn everything in one day. You learn little by little. Say for example, you are preparing for your IAS prelims exam. Grammar is a must there, everywhere, for all competitive exams. Even for your daily life, for your daily usage of English, you need grammar, and you need all these things. Okay, so when you learn little by little, and after completing the chapter, when you work out these exercises, you get a confidence how far you have understood. If you get all the things correct, then you have understood it very well. If you make lot of mistakes, that means you have to redo the lesson once again. You have to go back to the lesson and read once again. You understand? So that is how it is. Then here you may get a doubt. Okay, madam, granny, it's good that you have added so many exercises. I will do all these things, but where will I get the answer? There lies the secret. You know, the real like a feather in the cap. You know, the real plus advantage of my book is I have given the answers for all these exercises. You understand? Generally, I have gone through many grammar books. For each lesson, they don't add exercises, or maybe 1 or 2. You don't get 20 exercises for each chapter. Okay, that is one thing. Not only that, most of the grammar books, though they include some exercises, they don't give any answer to that. Okay, and this is the 19th chapter all about. Okay, this is the 19th chapter. I told you I will explain about the 19th chapter. The 19th chapter is the compilation of all the answers of all the exercises of the 18 chapters together. Okay, I will explain to you more about it later when it comes to the 19th chapter. Okay, then the 6th chapter is on adjectives. So you learn nouns, then you learn pronouns, and then you learn adjectives, because all the 3 are interrelated. Okay, then you have adjectives of quality, then adjectives of quantity, then adjectives of numbers, then you have possessive adjectives, then interrogative adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, distributive adjectives, compound adjectives, like that. Okay, and then how many exercises? 20 exercises at the end of this chapter. Okay, then next is verbs. I tell you, many people find it difficult to understand all about the verbs. Okay, so this is also a very big chapter, that is, what are verbs? It starts with the definition, and then verbs of doing, verbs of being, then verbs of having, all the three kinds of verbs, and then different types of verbs like transitive and intransitive verbs, strong, weak and irregular verbs, the participle, that is participle. For participle, you know, present tense, past tense and past participle, I have given in 3 columns. See, I have given in 3 columns. It runs to 6 pages in 3 columns. It runs to 6 pages. Don't you think this is more than enough for our daily use? If you know the present tense, past tense and the past participle of these commonly used words, your English will be of high quality. Okay, so pay attention to this, and you don't have to learn it by heart, that I have already said. Now, another thing is, see, you don't have to learn everything in one sitting. Just select 10 words. Learn the present tense, past tense and the past participle of that. Okay, like that, little by little you go. Then the finite and the infinite verbs. Then what are gerund? Gerund is again a difficult topic. Then auxiliary verbs or modal verbs, again a difficult topic. Okay, I have made it very simple. Then here comes another difficult area in grammar, that is the subject verb agreement. The verb in a sentence should agree with the subject. Okay, this is again, many people, educated people also make mistakes when they talk. There is no agreement between the subject and the verb. When I say they make mistakes, there is no agreement between the subject and the verb. Okay, and for this, you know, there are many rules. And how many rules, you know? 21 rules. One by one, I have explained the rule and I have given examples. You see? And verbs, exercises. At the end of this lesson, I have added 30 exercises. So, if you work out these 30 exercises, that means you have mastered this part of the grammar, that is verbs. Okay, so 30 exercises under this. And then the next chapter is on tenses. This again, many people get confusion. You know, see, I sell this to schools also as bulk order. Many schools have purchased this. And during the summer vacation, when the teachers have programs, you know, they are given some orientation programs for the next year. So, one full month when the children are not there, the teachers come to school and they have exposure to various topics, so that, you know, they also get abreast of what is happening around the world. Like that, in whichever school they follow my book, I go and take class for the teachers, right? And so generally when I ask the teachers, which topic do you want me to teach? All of them unanimously come out with one, that is the tenses. They are not very sure of the tenses. So very happily I explain, because when somebody is saying that I do not know this, it's the responsibility of the teacher to come down and explain to the simplest way possible. I am very, teaching is my passion, and whoever is asking any doubt, I am so happy to explain it. Not because I know everything, the little I know, I explain. Okay, that is what I have made an attempt here also. So tenses, you know, there are 3 types of tenses, present tense, past tense and future tense. This everyone knows. But under each tense, there are 4 subcategories. You have simple present tense, present continuous, present perfect, and then present perfect continuous tense. So for present tense 4, past tense 4, future tense 4. So 3 4s are 12. So there are 12 types of tenses, and I have explained everything here very clearly. And the another feather in the cap, as far as my book is concerned is, you see, I have given tables. I don't know whether you are able to see clearly. I have given 12 tables, one table for each tense. Okay? And I have given 10 examples. With these examples, that is with this table, with these examples, you can easily make 100 sentences. And you know what motivated me to add these tables? See, when I was a student, maybe when I was in 8th standard or 7th standard like that, my English teacher used to come to class during her English period or at the end, before the bell is given. She comes, she will come and she will draw a table on the board. And she will say, copy this, and she will give the method. She will say, tomorrow when you come to school, children, make 100 sentences. She will show us how to make sentences. Orally she will explain 1 or 2 examples and she will go away. We will copy this, and at home we will be making sentences one after the other, 100 sentences. And there will be, mind you, there will be competition among us. Who is writing 100, who is writing 110, who is writing 120, who is writing the maximum sentences. Like this, there was so much of healthy competition among the students in the schools. Whereas nowadays, see, you say the present day children are 5G children, but you know, they are very lazy. They don't want to write. So today, in no school, in no class, a teacher can enter and give a table like this and ask the children to write 100 sentences. You see, but this sort of training, I am not saying that now also you have to make 100 sentences, but at least 10 sentences per day. I have come down from 100 to 10. At least every day you make 10 sentences. Only then you become familiar with the way you read, the way you write, and the way you speak. Okay, you have to master a language. It is not so simple. And unless you learn the grammar of the language, you can never become an expert in that language. Okay, so these 12 tables are very, very useful. You can make as many sentences as possible, and I have given 12 exercises because one exercise for each tense. Okay, then the 9th chapter is on adverbs. You see, you have adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, adverbs of place, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of degree, with so many examples under each category. Interrogative adverbs, then position of the adverbs, then is it adjective or adverb? What is the difference between an adjective or an adverb? Then how many exercises? 10 exercises. Okay, then the next chapter is on articles and determiners. You know, there are only 3 articles, A and D. There are only 3 articles, but look at this difference between A and an, then rules for using the articles A and an. You cannot put A and an wherever you like. You may be already knowing some rules. Okay, then rules for the use of definite article, that is the. How many rules are there? 26 rules. 26 rules for the usage of the definite article the. Omission of articles. In some sentences you have to omit the articles. The repetition of articles. In some sentences the articles are getting repeated. Okay, like that. See, the second half of the chapter is determiners, quantifiers and intensifiers. How to make use of these things. Then how many exercises? 6 exercises, because here the exercises are less because most of the things are explained in the chapter itself. So when you learn the chapter itself, you will know everything. Then the 11th chapter is on prepositions. This is another ocean, I should say. Okay, because as I was writing, no, it went on and on and on. It took a lot of effort. It took a long time to complete this single chapter. You understand? See, preposition of place, preposition of time, preposition of moment, preposition of agent, preposition of location or position, then preposition of travel, then the subtle differences between two prepositions. Oh, this is something incredible, I will say, because again and again the same things in different approaches I have tried to explain. Okay, then appropriate use of preposition with more rules and examples. Again, more rules. This is advanced, right? Like that. Then complex prepositions. What are complex prepositions? Then verbs and prepositions that go together. Okay, again a lot of examples and with 50 sentences. Okay, simply if I give the words, you may not understand. Simply giving meaning also, you may not understand clearly. But when I write it in the form of a sentence, then you will get a clear idea. Okay, so like that. Then how many exercises at the end of this? 5 exercises, because the chapter itself is a very lengthy chapter where everything is covered. Okay, so 5 exercises. Then the next chapter is on conjunctions, joining words, right? Now here, what are the different topics? That is definitions with examples, and then coordinating conjunction, then you have subordinate conjunction, then correlative conjunction, and then compound conjunctions with 10 exercises. Punctuations. Don't think punctuation means putting only a full stop and comma. You have colons, you have semicolons, then you have question mark, you have exclamation mark. Lots of things are there. Okay, capital letters, then full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, comma. Where to use comma? How to use comma? It is not simply writing a comma wherever you like. No, by writing a comma in a different place, the meaning of the sentence itself will be changed. You know that? Okay, then colon, semicolon, dash, hyphen, quotation marks, apostrophe, abbreviation, contraction, parenthesis, then italics, inverted commas. See, so many examples, different types, and then only 5 exercises, but that is more than enough. It covers everything. Then interjections. Interjections, it's a very small topic, and it's a very short one. But here also, you know, what are interjections? Hello, hooray, yummy, wow. Like that, you use the interjections. And then, since the topic itself is very small, it is having only 1 exercise. Then the next is degrees of comparison. Here also, many people get doubts regarding the positive, comparative and superlative degrees. And you see, I have given 6 pages of these tables enumerating all the positive, comparative and superlative degrees of words. This is more than sufficient. Even at the advanced level, maximum we will be using words from this table only. Okay. Then some more examples with special explanations, and then 16 exercises, because the chapter is less. Then I thought, people should not stop with that. So I am asking different types of exercises, questions, so that you will really become thorough with the topic. Okay, then like that. Then next is direct and indirect speech. Here also there are a lot of rules as to how to convert direct speech into an indirect speech. Many rules are there. You cannot simply convert one into another. So lot of rules are there, 10 rules are there, but the exercises are less, because all that you have is 2. Either you are given direct speech and asked to convert it into indirect speech, or you are given indirect speech and asked to convert it into direct speech. That's all. So when you learn these 10 rules, it's more than enough. Any sentence given to you, you will be able to do it. Okay, and then active and passive voice. Active and passive voice, only 2 voices. Either you write a sentence in active voice or in passive voice. But there are rules for that. Okay, again, so many rules are explained. 8 rules are there. And then just 2 exercises. As I said for the speech, here also convert the active into passive voice. Convert the passive into active voice. That's all. Okay, then framing questions. My goodness, this is one chapter which must be learned by everyone. You know, even educated people do not know to make sentences, questions. They make the statement, they say the statement, and they put one kind of, they drag it in such a way that it sounds like a question. Say, you are coming from Chennai, this is how they ask. But that is not a question. From where are you coming? That is the real question. So just by dragging at the end of the sentence, as a statement cannot become a question. You should know how to frame questions. Okay. See, these are the areas where a real mastery in a language is reflected. So framing questions, again, lot of rules and then lot of exercises. Okay, so like this, I have tried my level best. There are 10 exercises for making framing questions. Okay, so like this, I have tried my level best to give you the maximum in one book. And you see, the last chapter, 19th chapter, is on answer keys. You know, to compile all the answers of all the exercises of these 18 chapters, it took months together for me to do it like this. And you know, that is why I, instead of giving at the end of every chapter, I thought everything can be at the end. And there are some hidden meaning also in this. Like suppose if you use this with small children, for teaching small children, they need not know that the answers are given here. Because for primary class, no, or the teacher will be teaching, or the tuition teacher will be teaching, or the parents or somebody in the house will be teaching. Only the adults know that there is an answer key at the back. Otherwise, you know, small children, their tendency will be to copy the answer. That's why I kept everything together at the end. That is the 19th chapter on answers. It is the chapter is titled as the answer keys, and you know, it runs to 45 pages, from 374 to 420 pages. You see, all these are the compilation of the answers. And to tell you something more, you know, you don't have to learn all these things from a native English speaker. I used to sell this online on Amazon, and a foreigner purchased the book from Amazon, and he gave the review. In his review, he said, though I am a native English speaker, I learnt a lot of grammar by using this book. It's an excellent book. Like that he gave. You know, that is the reward I get for all the hard work I have taken. And you know, so the cost of the book is $650, and the quality is so good. See, the font size is very big. The font size is big. The ink used is good, of good quality, and the paper used is also of very good quality, because I intend to sell my books at the international level. So this is meeting the international standards. Okay. And when you learn so much, when you get so much, you yourself will feel that 650 is very less. Yes, I made it 650 because it can reach as many people as possible. Mostly the students, or before getting a job, when you are in the preparatory mode of writing many repeatedly exams and other things, you know, you don't have to depend, you don't have to trouble your parents so much. Okay, so taking various factors into consideration, I just made it. I am not getting much profit in this, and I am not after profit. All that, you know, so much of hard work, effort I have put in, so that it reaches everyone. I want the maximum number of people to get benefited out of this. That's why I wrote a book like this, and I hope you are happy to purchase a book like this. And not only that, it is not only that one-time purchase and lifelong usage. It is not for one person. All the people in the family can use it. Okay, say you buy a costly dictionary, you keep it for a long time, for 1 or 2 generations. Dictionary is not something which is going to change. The meaning is not going to change. The same way here also, see, the grammar rule is not going to change, isn't it? So you just buy one book, you invest $750 for this book, you will get a multifold benefit out of this. So I thought I will just give you a detailed account of this book, so that when you buy, you are convinced that you have not spent too much on this. And not only that, you get I want you to benefit. I want you to get the benefit of using the book. Okay, keep it as a ready reckoner. You don't have to learn everything in one sitting. You take even 1 year. Gradually, slowly, little by little, you learn. Okay, so this is the intention with which I have written, and I hope all are getting benefited by using my book. Wish you good luck. Thank you. Thank you for your patient listening. Bye.